Hello, I'm the X-Toycat and welcome back to the video. Today we're to talk about the Elytra in Minecraft. Everyone's been having so much fun with this brand new feature which just came out today, and it is a really cool one with a lot of stuff to be learned. However, the biggest thing you need to learn when it comes to the Elytra is how to fly it effectively, because I see so many people just fly it directly to the ground and waste so much of the flight potential, but there is actually a best way to fly the Elytra, and in fact there is a way to fly it infinitely. So today I'll be showing you the best practices for flying Elytra, as well as how you can fly it forever and ever and ever if you're particularly good at it, and hopefully you do enjoy today's video. Like it if you do like it, because it helps out the channel and lets know you do like this sort of thing. But with that said, let's get straight into it, really, shall we? And let's start with the first thing you need to know about Elytras, which is that there is a max speed you can attain with them. You can't just fly them towards the ground, forever and ever and ever. There is a maximum speed they can reach, and even before you get to that maximum speed, you're kind of wasting some altitude. So what I mean by that is I'll do the exact same thing twice in a row here. If I fly directly towards the ground like this and then go this way, I'm actually, it might seem like I'm going so much faster, but I'm going to hit the ground a lot faster, and I'm not actually going that much faster than if I do the exact same thing, but if I do it a bit more reasonably that time. So yeah, that was me going towards the ground. Let's call it like, 10 degrees or something, like really, really close to just all the way towards the ground. However, if we then do the same thing, but just a little bit, higher up, so let's say we got flyer turned on by default here. But yeah, if we do the exact same thing, but let's say we slowly glide like this, and then kind of go up, and then we glide down a little bit more, like maybe 30, 40 degrees, then here you can actually see that we're doing the exact same thing. We're getting almost the same speed, but we're going much, much further before we hit the ground. And in fact, if you do this correctly, again, I think it's like 41, just under 45 degrees. If you can do this correctly, you can actually reach all the way to an edge of the world with just 50 blocks of flight, which is pretty good. Did you see how much further I made it? Maybe double as far, with the exact same amount of, height, which was about 50 blocks. So yeah, I turned 50 blocks into almost 400 there, because all you have to do to make flying work a lot better is to try and convert your excess speed, because again, there's only so much speed before you're kind of wasting altitude, into like kind of upwards again, and then downwards into more speed. And if you do that repeatedly, you might go a tiny bit slower, but you'll make your altitude last double or even triple as long. And again, it's not even just that it's double or triple as long sometimes. If you do this perfectly right, which I can't do, it's a lot easier on PC because you can see your angle, but if you go around, again, 41, 42 degrees up and then 41 degrees down, if you can do that repeatedly, you can take the exact same momentum you have and actually duplicate it over and over again. Again, it's literally infinite flight if you can do it perfectly. In my case, I can just make it to the end to the end of the world over and over again, which is pretty cool by itself. Like turning 50 blocks into 400 or even 500, 600, 700 worth of thing is pretty darn cool. And that means that if you go 100 blocks in the sky, you can travel all the way across a Minecraft, Xbox 360 or PS3 world. So yeah, that's how you fly as far as you can without using a bow, because the second technique here is using a punch tube bow. So you might have seen this one. It's really, really cool in action, and it's a hard one to learn. Like it took me, maybe like 5 minutes to actually get used to and do properly, because basically you do need to hit yourself at particular angles at particular speeds, because basically you can knock yourself a punch bow and it will actually make you fly quite some far, like even when you're sitting down. So let's do the exact same thing right here. Fly, knock ourselves in the air, and you can just actually knock over barriers and stuff like that. I've done it before. It's okay, I went flying off the edge. You can see just how far a punch to will knock even you, because it's not designed to only hit enemies. It's just a charm to punch things away. So if we then use this combined with our Elytra, we can actually fly infinitely, because we have to do the exact same thing we did before, where again 40 degrees, and then we kind of slow down to go in the sky. If we knock ourselves, we actually get the same speed boost we'd have from the punch bow, and we can use that to go forwards into the sky. So look how fast we can actually knock ourselves. And using this, so again, instead of going like 400 blocks to the edge of the world, we can go 800, go diagonally and do that. Or if we get good enough at this, we can even fly backwards towards where we were. So let's, again, I'm not like perfect at it just yet, but you need to be going at roughly this speed, so like slow down quite a bit, which you usually do by going upwards. And this means that even though I've gone all the way across the map now, by the way, make sure you eat when you're doing this, because you do waste some stuff. I've gone pretty much all the way across the map now. I'm still managing to land exactly where I... or maybe not exactly, but I went a little bit over. But yeah, that means I went all of that way around, and I still ended up at the exact same height I started with. And in fact, you can even use this to gain height sometimes. That's right, if you... it's a little bit tricky to do, but you saw how, turn on it. Having fly turned on makes it hard to use the Elytra. But yeah, you saw how just right there, even with a relatively poor use of it, like I missed maybe every other shot, you can still knock yourself pretty far in the sky and go to pretty much the same height you were at before, which is a really nice thing. So yeah, how exactly do you fly infinitely in Minecraft? Well, you need to be able to knock yourself with a punch tube bow over and over again. You can do this with a regular bow, but you'll hurt yourself a lot, and it's not generally worth it. You can do this with punch one bow, but it's going to be a lot harder. Having the punch two bow with nothing else on it besides maybe infinity will allow you to do really cool stuff like this, where look how much altitude I've gained over where I was before. In fact, let's try and go to the top of those towers over there, which seems like it should be impossible, but again, we can just keep on boosting ourselves upwards into the sky, and look, there we go. Now we're on top of the towers, except now we can scoot right back around and fly all the way around our world infinitely. So yeah, have you ever wanted to fly forever in Minecraft, you know, not limited by, you know, anything but your, you know, Elytra's durability? Well, you can do so if you get a punch tube bow and some good food. Make sure if you're doing this, either have some steak or pork chops, because that's what most people have, but preferably it's better to have golden carrots, because you have to eat them less, because they give you more saturation, and therefore, like, you know, less time between eating them, which is kind of necessary. So yeah, keep that in mind as we fly back to where we were. This is one of the most fun things to do. Like, when I first got the hang of this, again, it takes a few minutes to really get the hang of, like, knocking yourself, because you kind of need to do it, like, upwards into the sky. When I first got the hang of this, and probably when you first get the hang of it, it's so... I totally have the hang of it, I swear. But no, it's so fun to do because you can just do it, you know, repeatedly. Just jump off, do the exact same thing again here, and yeah, again, it's just so fun. It's so satisfying to fly forever in Minecraft. Okay, so you can see I need a bit more speed before I can go upwards. So let's try this again, then, shall we? Yeah, it's one of these things that's really fun to try, and as soon as you master it, you'll want to just fly around Minecraft forever. And yeah, this is one of those things I intend to do in survival. You know, make a punch tube bow with infinity, because you are going to go through a lot of arrows if you don't have infinity. So again, keep that in mind. Also, you need lots of food, you need a well enchanted bow, you need an elytra with lots of durability, and an easy way to repair. Which again, that's the biggest part for what's going to keep you down here, because you either need to repair your elytra, or if you want to be really clever, you can put you know, mending on it so it can repair itself. But then you need a way to get XP in the sky, which I think is just going a little bit too far, but it is something you can entirely do. So we're about to fall down now, because again, I missed a lot of arrows right there, but that kind of, you know, that's the proof of concept, I hope, you know, for the flying infinitely with the arrows. It's something I'm going to learn even more to do, because I just about did it a few times in this video, but I can't do it just perfectly, because again, there's this perfect speed you're going at, where the arrow, to kind of show you how this works, the arrow, like, flies from behind you, where you were before, and it hits you directly because it lands, you know, okay, so let's try this right now. And the arrow's going to hit me directly. Okay, we need the arrow to hit me, like, where I am, and for some reason, sometimes it doesn't probably work, but yeah, it's something you can learn, it's something you can master, and it's something that's really cool when you do, except they're flying right over my head right now. So yeah, there you can see, look at me, I'm covered in arrows right now. That is the inevitable downside of this, or the inevitable end result, but I think it's a pretty fun one regardless. Hopefully this video taught you something, even if there was a little bit of ineptitude towards the end right there, about infinite flying in Minecraft. Hopefully it taught you how to fly better with your regular stuff, but also how to fly forever and ever and ever, and have the most fun that I've had in Minecraft in quite some time. Like the video if you did like it, because it helps out the channel a lot, and let us know you do like these sorts of videos. Share the video if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them dead in your homepage. Look how fast I'm flying, and infinitely too. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.